Circle and all of our fans, a couple of groups we'd like to recognize tonight. The Charlotte United Football Club, Manchester City U11 Girls, we'd like to welcome them. And also we'd like to welcome Charlotte Power Sports.
One new thing, all the cameras have to record. So we actually have an SD card in there. So you'll keep it on video like that, and I think you just press the button and let the thing ride. You can ride through halftime.
Soccer will take on your Charlotte Hornets, and that will be at UNC Charlotte's Trans-America Field at 7 o'clock.
Actually, you're plugged in, so you don't even need a battery. Sort of. Yeah, I may not use it today, but I'm going to use it for moving on. I mean, you did a great job. It's not you. There's some other stuff that we have to like put with it. So I'm going to drop it in with the other stuff that we need to have. You know what I'm saying? And so it works out so that the audio ends at the right time for these guys to start.
Returns for his 8th season here at Charlotte. Last season, Guerrero recorded 10 goals and 4 assists.
Yeah, I mean,
all week.
I guess if she really needs it, it's going to be hard for me to give it away.
USL Pro. They will also transition from player to coach for the 2014 season. So the races will be some balloons.
Forgot it's on my thumb, and you don't have my thumb, so you won't get to get into it. So we'll put the numbers in.
10:30.
Johnny Leathers and Wells Thompson all bring Major League Soccer experience.
I don't know, they need my phone.
First season. Thompson is Tony Forrest, who most recently played with the Chicago Fire. Fox was the 2011 MLS Humanitarian
Okay, so I pretty much have the behind the scenes, the public view, and then Wirecast. So like, this is what we're actually streaming on. Just turn it on. So this is what's playing. This tells us that we're streaming. It tells us that we're in good standing right now. We're streaming at 1080p, which we're really not because of these chintzy little things. This is a preview, and this is what's live. What's funny is that no matter, even though we're streaming live, there's like probably a 60-second lag. So what's happening there is not what's happening there. So this is actually real time. This is about a minute behind. Yeah, which is about a minute behind. And then actually my behind the scenes thing isn't even on. So it's just the YouTube thing. You just can't be live.
On real time, you know that's real time.
Yeah, this is real time. YouTube is just never. Yeah, YouTube
and they're not even.
Playoff run and it is 7:40 to Orlando City in the East Championship match. The Dayton Dutch Lions over the 2014 season. A 3-0 loss to New York Red Bulls reserves on Sunday, March 30th. Last year they finished in 8th place with 37 total points and lost to Richmond in the first round of the USL Pro playoffs. This season, Dayton Columbus Crew signed an exclusive affiliation agreement where the girls and players to Dayton
veteran Jorge Herrera plays it outside to Ben Noonan, who gets across and great build-up, great shot. The linesman had the angle, much better angle than we did right up here in the booth. And that was Zach Boggs finishing up the starting lineup was number 7 newcomer, as well as David Gino, number 14, and veteran Jorge Herrera up top, finishing up that 4-3-3. Ball to hand, Johnny Leonard tries to control. And regains control outside to David Gino. On the right, into Drew Yates. Just didn't have the wheels to get there. Looks like it. And welcoming in you now to the broadcast, as you might not have heard us talking for the past 2 to 3 minutes, but I apologize about that technical difficulty, and we have another offside call on Drew Yates. Let's welcome into all of our visitors.
Eagles would like to make very special thank you to all
YouTube broadcast of the Charlotte Eagles against the Dayton Dutch Lions. It's a beautiful day here at Queens University Sports Complex with 80 degrees here. See the starting lineups. Just give a great thank you to apologize again for the technical difficulties. Thanks for being patient with us. Jonathan Leather controls into the box. Drew Yates is onside. Unable to get a shot off. Corralled by Matt Williams. Played the
well, the Eagles love to get the onside. You can tell when they're in it for you, probably the best indicators when the onside are forward. So for the first 5 minutes,
and be sure to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Charlotte Eagles SC. And you can follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/Charlotte Eagles.
Dayton seems to really prefer this left side. Every attack is coming out.
That was bad.
apologize, ladies and gentlemen, if you're still having trouble hearing us. We're trying to work out the technical difficulties on that. In the meantime, stay with us. Hopefully be able to get you a game broadcast short. Doug Merritt replays it back up to Zach Boggs. One back by Dayton. Common presence in Corral. Plays it back to Matt.
You want to get your business, church, youth group, or other organization involved with Charlotte Eagles? Eagles offer the best professional sportswear brands available. We see our merchandise stand. For more information and other ticket offers.
This is Dayton's second game, their first game against MLS reserve team New York Red Bulls at New York Red Bulls. Unable to come away with a win there, losing 3-0, but being a valuable experience for this Charlotte's first game. I'm sure Dayton's going to look to press hard on Charlotte's defense and challenge some of these newcomers to the league.
Boggs, nice, strong presence up top, isn't he?
Ben Noonan streaking down the side. Jorge's able to find him. And a shot and a great save.
Fantastic save. He was leaning left, and I think Noonan saw that, and it was a great recovery back to his right. Fantastic save.
The Eagles with their first corner kick of the game. Jorge Herrera stands over it.
Looking like a little zone here.
We'll see if
out of Dayton.
Charlotte can get their big men, Bilal Duckett, involved, and that's the target, and is not able to get up. Cleared by Dayton. Eli's able to rally and plays a great ball through the middle. just too far. Wells Thompson able to track back, and Herrick able to clear it away. Harada able to corral the ball. Here's Dayton on the attack. Gets it out wide. Across in the middle. Just skips wide on the save by Doug Herrick. It'll be a corner kick for Dayton Dutch Lions.
Nice to see both goalkeepers finding their place in the game, and both of them responding well, being tested here.
I'm told, I think our audio is working a little better than it was before. So, again, apologize for the technical difficulties. Dayton plays the ball in. Charlotte's able to get ahead to it and clear it out by Ben Noonan. Up to Jorge Herrera. He has space down the left-hand side. Zach Boggs overlapping. A 3-on-2 for Charlotte Eagles. See what we can make of it. And a great save by Matt William. A commanding presence in the back for Dayton right now.
Pretty speedy counterattack there.
Yes. Here Dayton goes. Up the left side.
That was efficient. I would imagine Dayton will think about how many numbers they want to push forward like that again. If they keep presenting opportunities in transition like this, it could cost them. I will say the zone is looking effective for Charlotte here in their pressing.
Looks like offsides again for Charlotte.
Yeah.
I was able to talk to Coach Mark Steffens of the Charlotte Eagles before the game, and a lot of new faces on the team. They're curious to see how, on paper, it seems like it could be a great lineup, but they haven't played a game yet. So we'll see how they show. Looks like they're being conservative, trying to get on the counter, but packing it in and playing some zone defense and allowing the game to come to them. We'll see if Dayton can really cause some damage in there. Jarg in the back. Out wide to Gardner, back to him. Jarg will swing it. To Sebastian. Back to Jarg. Sort of nonchalant. Played it outside, just out for a throw-in for the Eagles. Drew Yates controls. Triple teamed. Still has the ball. Lays it back to Ben Noonan. Noonan gets a cross in to the back post to Zach Boggs. Boggs and Jorge play a little 1-2 to Johnny Leathers that gets a cross in. And a great header and another great save by Matt William. Being tested early and coming up huge for the Dayton Dutch Lions, and Sid Van Druden's team looking to continue the success of 2013 and make another playoff run. We'll see if they can start the season well and continue to build off the success from last year. Herrera with the corner kick, near post run. Back across goal to Bilal Duckett. Harada is able to head it out and back into by Juan Guzman. Bilal's onside. Out for another corner kick for your Charlotte Eagles. The third one, and we're only in the 11th minute right now. It is 0-0. If you're just joining us on this YouTube broadcast, we're excited for you to be here. Excited for the partnership, this USL Pro matchup.
You don't see many professional teams playing a zone. You see Arsenal in the EPL, and might be the only example you'd see there. And that's been questioned by them. But when everybody works hard, it can be effective.
Another corner kick for your Charlotte Eagles. Take this time to tell you about USLProSoccer.com. Score, stats, news, and more exclusively on USLProSoccer.com. Herrera with another corner kick. Stands over it. Whips it in near post and cleared away. Again by Harada. Jorge back in. out harmlessly for a goal kick. It's the first home opener and first game for your Charlotte Eagles. Trying to build off of last year's great run to the USL Pro Championship against where they lost to Orlando City. A great game. Both of us, David, you and I were at that, and was an exciting
amazing game. Don't let the final score 7-4 fool you. That game was back and forth.
Exactly.
And really exciting.
Exactly the type of championship you want. And here's Dayton on the attack. Trying to slip in Eli Gardner, but unable to. Yeah, it's not often a team can say they can score 4 goals in a game and not win. But when you have a guy named Dom Dwyer, it's pretty difficult. Wells Thompson, the veteran, stands over, bring it into play.
I'm telling you, Jeremy, when Dayton organizes an attack, they're sending 5, sometimes even 6 players. I'm wondering if that will hold up against the speed and ability of Charlotte.
See if they can continue to get their outside backs in. Herrera to Juan Guzman, who plays it outside to Zach Boggs, back to Ben Noonan. Charlotte getting a little bit of a rhythm. Noonan's cross harmlessly hits Herrera. Dayton now back on the counter. Eli Gardner chasing it down, putting pressure on Johnny Leathers.
Well, we're going to find something out about Leathers tonight.
Yep, they're going up that left side.
They are knocking on his door. We'll see what he can stand up to. Just a real quality person, Jonathan Leathers. Really, I know Charlotte's enjoying having him be a part of their team community.
Shane Smith to set the ball back in on the throw-in. Leathers to clear it out. Yates to flick it, and Matt Gold there to clean it up with a shot for Harada. On frame, and Herrick cleans it up. Matt Gold controls, and out to Johnny Leathers for Charlotte. Thompson to Boggs. Well defended by Dayton. And Thompson is called with a foul.
I will say Dayton is doing a nice job. Once the Eagles pick a side, they're pretty much stuck in there. They've got to make it work down that side. They have not. I don't know if it's by choice or so much by design from Dayton, but they're really holding them, pinning them into the side that they first elect to go to, and it's working for them.
Wells Thompson plays it across the box, across the field.
Good vision, poor delivery, but they regather themselves.
Juan Guzman gives it away, and Dayton's on the attack now. Up to Schofield. Through ball and a goal kick. Well defended and tracked back by Charlotte. We'll see if either team can really get some rhythm in these beginning minutes. We're on the 16th minute right now, and pretty open wide, but
it is, isn't it?
Back and forth right now, which is great for the fans.
Yeah.
I'm sure the coaches are wanting them to settle down a little bit.
Yeah.
Sid Van Druden in his first year with the USL Pro team did a great job last year with the last few years with the W League team in Dayton, winning the Southeastern Conference. I'm sure he's excited to get going with the men's side as well.
It's a great win there in the middle for Dayton.
Schofield with a foul. Charlotte restarts it quickly. Out wide to Ben Noonan. Back to Thompson. Drew Yates gets around the corner. Back to the middle. No one there. Harada clears it out again. Back to Harada in the midfield.
Rada, really nice presence.
With Dayton,
There for Dayton.
with Joel DeLas out with an injury in the midfield, Rada's really stepped up as the captain and these past 2 games, including right now, taking over the midfield for Dayton and will continue to be a presence there. Duck it out wide to Noonan, a one-touch to Herrera.
Brilliant ball, changing the point there.
2-0 as Dayton regains control and up again on the right side to Vickers. Vickers holding. To Walker. Back to Walker. Again on the outside. Dayton gets across into the far post. Cleared away by Leathers and Thompson. Right to Herrera, pardon me. Charlotte throwing. You can visit the USL Pro fan page on Facebook at facebook.com/USL Pro. Dayton recovers. A big presence up top. Aaron Schofield is. Duckett to put it back in to Guzman. Out wide to Leathers. Tough touch. Well controlled by Johnny Leathers.
You can just see the ball just, once it starts rolling, it starts bouncing. These guys, it's really tough on that first touch.
Foul on Dayton. Normally you'd say that'd be a great home field advantage, but not for the opening match.
No. And you know, Jeremy, this game has a lot of the signs of early games. Trying to sort out the movement of your teammates, particularly up front where the space is tight and small and you've got to get it right. But promising things for both teams.
Yep. It is early still in the season. Charlotte will be on next week on Saturday, another home game versus 2013 regular season champions Richmond Kickers. Normally a great game, a great team. Guzman with the ball, controlled. Ooh. Herrera dummied the ball to Johnny Leathers, but he is offsides.
But that's what Charlotte likes to see. I mean, that's an outside back looking to finish there. And Noonan coming up on his side as well.
Both players, yep. We'll see if that doesn't leave Charlotte exposed in the back a little bit.
Yeah, they're putting a lot of confidence in Gold and his partner back there.
Bilal Duckett, new player coming from Vancouver Whitecaps this past year. Historically has played in the outside, but Charlotte felt good about him putting at the center of the defense and using his size, so we'll see how that goes. Charlotte gives the ball away to Dayton, plays a through ball. Walker had a great ball. Almost got there to Eli Gardner. Drew Yates carries now on the right-hand side, plays it out wide to Zach Boggs. Boggs drives a low ball in on the ground, recovered back by Boggs. Another low ball cut out.
Boggs having a hard time getting past the first man back there.
Thompson controls. Back to Leathers. Back to Gold. Pressure by Aaron Schofield. To Drew Yates. And a push, two-handed push, right in front of the official. Jarg puts it back into Walker, and it's given away back to Juan Guzman. Swung over to Matt Gold. And back to Bilal Duckett. To Guzman. Guzman came, had a good stint in Colorado Rapids preseason camp. Played on the Eagles last year and hometown boy. Been part of the organization for 16, 17 years, I think, playing in the youth academy and playing for the Eagles. And welcome to have him back again for the 2014 campaign.
Played for the Lady Eagles coach Lee Horton at Charlotte Latin School.
Yep. Newnham cross gets blocked. Regains possession. And a through ball harmlessly rolls to Matt Williams, who plays a quick counter and ball. If you're wondering, there is a bit of wind out there today, and that ball got carried an extra 10 yards or so, but that is a great ball by Matt Williams from the back. Harada controls back to Walker. Dayton probing. Gino controls to Thompson. And a light foul in the midfield.
You know, one feels that if Drew Yates can find his game here, he could present some real problems. He's seeing the ball a lot, but he just seems to be struggling with his touch and maybe his space.
And the wind is blowing in the face of Doug Herrick, and that ball got caught in that and traveled only about 20 yards there. Our officials today, center referee is Christopher Spivey, 2 assistants, Mark Buda, Robert Dale, and our 4th official is Benjamin Wooten. We thank them for being out here today and being a part of the game. Wells Thompson controls and brings it down the left side. His cross is blocked out for a throw-in for your Charlotte Eagles. We're in the 24th minute right now. It's 0-0. Your Charlotte Eagles are in new Nike custom kits, orange, black, and orange. And Dayton is with a new sponsor, Nike, as well this year in the blue, white, blue kits. Out wide to Ben Newnham, crosses the ball into the middle. David Gino with a header and a great save again by Matt Williams.
David Gino's been a little quiet here, but all he needs is a sniff. And he can create some real opportunity.
David Gino is the East Tennessee State product. Rookie season this year with the Charlotte Eagles. We're excited to have him. Another corner kick for Jorge Herrera. Near post, away with Harada. I think just about every cross he's been involved in defending. He is a presence there in that holding midfield spot. Aaron Schofield. Header to Juan Guzman. And Gardner controls on the outside. See if Dayton can get some rhythm here. Missed touch. Out of bounds for a Dayton throw-in. Looks like our official, Christopher Spivey, is going to have a quick word with Wells and Gardner. Calm them down a little bit. It's early into the season. We don't need any unwarranted cards going now. A veteran crew out here with all 4 officials. This is the opening game for this weekend's USL Pro lineup. Got a great lineup coming up this weekend. And Charlotte's looking to start it off well with Drew Yates dribbling through the middle. Touch just gets away from him. And Harada counters on the outside to Vickers. See if he can control. Gets a touch to it. He's taking on Newnham, gets a cross in low. A bouncer falls to Walker, and a shot and blocked. Cleared out.
Duckett redeemed himself there.
Whew.
He laid a nice ball for Dayton at the top.
And a handball. And a dangerous, dangerous place for Dayton. See what they can set up. That'll be a good test for Doug Herrick and the Charlotte Eagles.
We saw a bit of speed of play that's been lacking from Charlotte's game for the last 5-10 minutes. And then they just found a player hanging onto the ball for 5-6 touches, but it really looked like they were going to be getting their pace back.
Looks like Sebastian Terrier is going to take it with his right foot, curls it around the wall, right into the arms of Doug Herrick. Dayton's has a new affiliation with the Columbus Crew of Major League Soccer, as well as a handful of other USL Pro clubs. Boggs crosses it in to the back post, down to Herrera. Wells unable to get it on frame. And another counter. Gardner was able to cut it back twice, and unfortunately not get it past Johnny Leathers. Plays it up to Zach Boggs. Dayton's able to have about 4 or 5 players from Columbus Crew on loan, looking to bolster their roster this year. Juan Guzman controls back to Johnny Leathers. Back to Guzman. Out wide to Gino. Cuts it through the middle. Slicing run to no avail. Right into the teeth of the Dayton defense. Thompson controls. Plays to Gino. Touch to Yates. Back to Wells. Gets a shot off, but Thompson is called for the foul for holding. Good little interchange there by Charlotte. And a quick restart by Matt William.
That's the kind of speed of play, Caroline. Sorry, showing a few colors here. That Charlotte has to bring to be able to break these guys down. These guys are too good to try and walk the ball and carry it.
Walker. Through the midfield out wide to Vickers. Vickers controls. Back post cross. Aaron Schofield chases it down. Wants the ball more than anyone else. Boggs comes away with it. But taken away by Eli Gardner.
Any coach likes seeing his winger back there,
track back,
top of the box, defending like that.
Once again, thank you for joining us on this YouTube broadcast. First year of the partnership between USL Pro and YouTube, streaming all games live. Make sure you follow at USL Pro on Twitter for all the latest updates. That's USL Pro on Twitter. Again, we got you have your Charlotte Eagles attacking left to right in the orange kits, and Dayton Dutch Lions defending in the blue right to left. We're here at Queens University Sports Complex, and a touch to Drew Yates on sides. Smartly taken by Matt William. Another great clearance and a flick on by Aaron on dribbles to Doug Herrick. Another back and forth interchange between Charlotte and Dayton. Outside wide to Leathers to Guzman. And Harada was spotted for the foul. A quick restart by Charlotte to Yates. Gets it out wide to Jorge Herrera. To Thompson, top of the box. Cuts it on the outside. And it looked like a pick on Jorge. He just stood right in the way of the Dayton defender, and
he's been watching the NCAA tournament, I think.
Playing the wrong sport right now.
Yeah.
Smartly officiated right on top of it is our center official, Christopher Spivey. Matt William to play it back in short. Tough touch. And pull. Looks like there's going to be a foul on Dayton. Looks like there was jerseys pulling on both sides. Brock Gehringer and Jorge Herrera interchange. Herrera got the better of it. Newnham to play it in. That win is going to cause some trouble for the first half for the Charlotte Eagles. Herrera cuts it through ball to Gino. Across the box, right into the hands of William. William thought about it, but plays it smartly out wide to
We had Boggs cutting
Smith.
Straight across the top of the 6 there. And the keeper committed. Opportunity was there. Thompson's, boy, they are hanging all over Herrera. Wow.
On the outside, across in, right at the 6-yard box. And Jar is able to clear it. Thompson goes up big for the header. Newnham to Thompson, back to Newnham. 2 Wake Forest products. Played 1 year together, became good friends, and have been friends ever since. Excited to be reunited with the Charlotte Eagles. Walker out wide to Aaron Schofield, who's able to control. 2 big men playing on the outside there. Aaron versus Bilal Duckett. Harada.
Not really where you want to see Schofield playing. On the flank. He's a true target, isn't he?
Big presence.
Yep.
Jog to the outside to Smith. Boggs defending. Smith able to get a yard on him. And Boggs slide out of bounds for a throw-in. Just entered the 34th minute. Still 0-0 here at Charlotte, North Carolina. Charlotte Eagles versus Dayton Dutch Lions. Home opener for Charlotte Eagles, the 2014 campaign.
You don't see the long throw at this level much, but with Schofield in there as a target.
Can't get any better a target than that.
Yeah.
Smith to bring it back in. Leathers cuts it out. Ooh.
Wow.
Incidental contact. And play on actually by the referee as Zach Boggs cuts it through the middle. Plays it outside to Gino, who has space. Can he get it across the box? Cleared away by Dayton. Guzman able to track it down. Again with 2 sliding tackles. Wins the ball. And now controls Herrera. Guzman, to Gino. Gino was bailed out there with a lazy pass. Got it back. Took a shot. Took a deflection. And it's out for Charlotte Eagles.
Great work by Guzman. Boy, but when he stands up and gets on the ball, is he composed or what? It's great work. You can see Wells Thompson playing with Guzman there, holding midfielder, is feeling a lot more confident in Guzman's ability to hold that down, and you see Thompson joining the attack a lot more now.
Jorge with the ball in. Gino goes up, misses, cleared away, off the line by Dayton, and again by Harada.
Better be some recovery from Charlotte here.
Vickers able to control it.
Numbers.
Matt Gold tracks it down and battles with Schofield. And Schofield is called with a foul. Eagles in their 22nd season this year. It's an amazing run for a club, any club in the United States. All 22 of those years have been with the USL professional division, whether that's the first division, second division, A-League, or USL Pro. Names change, but the league has stayed almost the same. Guzman's pass picked off and taken right back by Juan. Newnham on the left. Back to Guzman. Across the box to Thompson. Controls. Plays in Yates. Has a shot and it's blocked. Vickers able to clear it out.
Yates has the capacity to get on the inside shoulder in there. I don't know how he's pulling that off, but he's done it about 5 times now.
Herrera's pass taken away, and Walker comes away with it. And Walker just does not have any numbers with him. Is able to get the ball to Schofield, who plays it to himself and goes out of bounds.
Schofield building in frustration, it looks like.
Nike is a proud sponsor of USL Pro. Follow Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest soccer information. Leathers on the outside. Boggs to Thompson. Cut out by Sebastian Terrier to Walker. Harada. Smith. Gardner. Harada. Through ball picked off by Matt Gold to Leathers, and Charlotte controls. Getting into a bit of a rhythm for the night. See which team will make the first mistake. Gardner taking the ball to the outside to Vickers, see if he can track it down. He has some speed. Fortunately, rolls out for a Charlotte goal kick.
Yeah, Noonan's happy about that. He was about 20 yards behind in recovery.
That's the danger when you get your outside backs involved in the attack like Charlotte wants to, and Dayton does as well, as both playing a 4-3-3 attacking style of soccer here. Herrera up for the header to Yates. To Gino, and Gino gives it away. To Harada. To Terrier. Looking to find Schofield. He's able to control. And he wins the free kick.
I'm like so excited, and I'm not even watching the live stream anymore. I'm like,
will stream live on YouTube in 2014.
Harada to set it back in. Long ball into the box, and Gold up for the header. Looks like it'll be a corner kick for the Dayton Dutch Lions.
You know, Jeremy, these are the kind of situations where usually people find their goals early on. Set pieces, the teams really haven't had as much time as they'd like to get their organization. But we've had a lot of corners, a lot of free kicks so far, and everybody has looked pretty solid.
Ross Friedman on the corner to set it in. And a great deflection header.
Until that set piece.
A goal by your Dayton Dutch Lions in the 40th minute by number 16. Brock Garinger, the defender, outside back.
Charlotte did not have their organization there. I do believe that was the shortest man on the field for Dayton that knotted that ball.
If not, very close. A near post run, redeflected with speed over Doug Herrick's outstretched hands. A good goal, a great cross, and Dayton is now up 1-0 in the 40th minute. We'll see how
service was fantastic there, wasn't it?
It was. Yates header goes to Harada, and he controls.
That's those set pieces, like the corners, are where these players that are on loan from MLS, you can put a couple of those guys together and they can really capitalize.
And Ross is one of those players playing for the Dayton Dutch Lions on loan from Columbus Crew, getting valuable minutes and exposure, bringing a lot of experience and clinical finishing like that header. Played over the top of the defense to Matt Gold. Leathers clears it out to Harada. Header to Schofield. Plays a looping ball to Walker. And Duckett is able to shield it out. What a great effort by Walker.
Yeah, Jeremy, we're going to see more and more of these players on loan from MLS, aren't we?
We are. It's a great partnership for USL Pro and for MLS. They're able to next year not even have a reserve league anymore and be able to just put all their efforts on their first team, and as well as developing their younger players through loans and affiliations. Very similar to many leagues in Europe, as they have teams in the 3rd division as well as the 1st division. Whenever you can get games that matter, it's going to make you a better player, and you play with better players, speed of play. All those things are going to lead to the game in U.S., soccer in the U.S. continuing to evolve. And it's off the post by Aaron Schofield.
Great touch on that ball to get it to the post. Excellent save.
Doug Herrick is a happy man with his post right now because he was beat. A great little turn and a great right-footed rocket low post.
I think you got some fingertips to
you
that.
Think you got a fingertip?
Yeah. He got down so quick.
That's one of those only Herrick will know.
You know, Jeremy, Dayton's midfield has taken a grip on this game here.
They have. The combination of Harada, Terrier, and Walker have controlled the midfield. They've been dangerous. Boggs unable to control it. Ball falls to Harada, who plays it to Terrier. Outside to Vickers, and back to Terrier, and outside again to Friedman. Plays it up the line to Vickers, who has space and time. Cuts it back to his left foot. Gets a cross in, far post. Walker's there. Header straight up, and Herrick is able to control. A quick outlet to Thompson. To Boggs.
Charlotte struggling to find penetration. I really feel like Dayton has sorted out Charlotte's approach. They're cutting down the lanes that Charlotte's been looking for, and it's been really difficult for them to even move all the way through their midfield.
Thompson plays it out to Herrera, who's got Ben Noonan on the outside. Noonan's able to track it down, gets it to cut back. Is out for a throw-in. See if Charlotte can be dangerous here on this throw. Go to David Gino. Drew Yates, who plays it out to Noonan. Gets the ball in to Gino. Played out by Terrier to Gardner, who controls. Looks like Johnny Leathers has a bit of a cramp. See if Dayton can capitalize as Vickers continues a penetrating ball through the midfield to the 18, and Herrick is able to take it. Boggs is able to pass it out, so training staff can take a look at Johnny Leathers. Looked like he just came up limping. Might have had a cramp or a pulled muscle. Hopefully it's nothing serious in this first game.
It's not looking good to me.
He's going to just walk straight off, and they're going to sort that out. And he looks to be done for the night. So right now, Charlotte's going to play a man down until they can get a sub ready to go. Charlotte does not have a lot of depth in the defense right now. There's a lot of rookies, new players in the USL Pro here, trying to figure out the best format for it. We do have Ben Noonan and Matt Gold returning from last year. And that's our halftime whistle. As we go into the half, it is Dayton 1, Charlotte 0, in an active first half back and forth action on USL Live on YouTube. We're excited for you to be here. Stick with us. We're going to have some have a little bit of a break for halftime. What are your thoughts on the first half, David?
Well, it looked like Fred Sakiri was getting ready to come in. We'll see if that's what Coach Steffens definitely decides on for Leathers. Whoever, I would not be surprised to see them slide Ben Noonan over to the right.
Yep.
Because they've been living on this left side. Dayton has.
Yep.
And really they've been finding their way over there. So if Fred does come in for Leathers, I would imagine that they'll slide Noonan over here to the right side to try and control that. Charlotte started out well. They did score 2 goals. Just one of them was offside. The other one they called a foul. But they did find the back of the net, and I think they seemed to be encouraged by that they were putting themselves in the position to do that. But I think Dayton really showed their professionalism and that they've really sorted out what Charlotte's doing. And there's no question in the last 12, 14 minutes, Dayton was having their way.
We'll see what Charlotte can come up with in the second half. Last year they had 11 ties. See if they can come back and get at least another point, maybe even 3 points to open up this campaign. Stay with us. We'll be back.
We teach them skills of the day.
We work on passing, shooting.
We try to have as professional of teaching as we can. We have fun days like Wacky Wednesday and Jersey Thursday. We have contests every morning and prizes, and we just have a blast.
It's so much bigger than the game of soccer.
Soccer camp, a place that you wouldn't really expect them to get Jesus, we can give it to them. It's just a way where we can love kids and we can teach them about the Lord and about how much He loves them.
They're all about the soccer, and then they love the Bible time.
The elite camp, we basically try and take our normal camps but step it up a notch. So elite camp, we try to pick up the quality, choose more challenging drills, and really try and push the kids athletically to see if they can improve and learn something new.
All girls camp is really fun. Guys aren't allowed. If any guys come close to the fence, they start screaming, no boys allowed.
I've never seen more kids that have been more encouraging. Running up, telling each other good job, giving high fives, it's really been a cool thing.
But at these camps, the coaches really care about your kids.
But we take it very seriously, the instruction that hopefully they grow as a player in soccer. We come and we grow them as soccer players, as athletes, but also just as people. Things like honesty and sportsmanship.
How much can we invest in these kids' lives for the short period of time that we have?
There's tons of kids, tons of energy, and God works miracles through that week.
Whenever we'll start at the second half, and I'm just going to do like an interview with him for the first 5 minutes. So, yeah, during the game, or we can actually bring it in whenever you're ready. Are you done with everything? Yeah, let's bring it in early. Because I'll announce the sub. I think Richard Dixon. You tell me when. Yeah, go ahead. And welcome back to the second half of the Charlotte Eagles versus the Dayton Dutch Lions. That one halftime sub as Johnny Leathers did go out with that injury. Richard Dixon is going to be replacing him as an outside back for a second half sub. And I actually have the honor to welcome in Mr. David Wagner of the USL Pro League.
Thanks for having me. Excited to be here in Charlotte. Looks like we already have a great game on our hand, and great goal in the first half, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Both teams have had some great chances.
Exactly. Been wide open. We're really excited for the home opener for the USL Pro 2014 season. And so, David, tell me a little bit about what we're looking forward to this year with USL Pro, partnership with MLS, going into its second year. Continuing to get more affiliated teams together. What's the long-term plan for that?
Sure, no, and it's definitely a huge season for USL Pro. We've had a lot of great things happen in this offseason building up to this 2014 season. We have some exciting new additions this year. We have a brand new team, the Oklahoma City Energy FC. They're going to get started this weekend, so I know they're looking forward to having their first match, and then they're going to open up at home on the 26th. We also have a new team this year in Sacramento Republic FC, who obviously made their debut last weekend in a draw against LA Galaxy 2. Who's our other new team. I'll talk about them in a second. But Sacramento Republic have been doing a great job. They have a great front office, good group of guys there. I think you're gonna when you see the season kickoff for them also here at the end of the month. They're going to have a ton of people in the stands. I know they're well over like 4,500 tickets or something.
I've seen some of the numbers. It's pretty unbelievable.
Indeed. And they have a great lineup as well. And it's we'll see what happens too with Oklahoma City making their debut this weekend. And then we also have LA Galaxy 2 coming in this year. Obviously, I've had some exciting matches for them. Opened it up with a win and then a tough draw last weekend against Sacramento. So fantastic. I mean, it's huge for our partnership with MLS. We have an MLS side directly in the league this year. And I think we're going to see more of that to come in the next few years. We already have announced 2 new teams for next season. We have Tulsa coming in next year, so a nice little regional rival for Oklahoma City. And then we also have a team coming in Colorado Springs, and we think that there's going to be some more on tap. I mean, the edict from MLS is either by 2015, everybody there has to affiliate or put their own team in USL Pro. So between that happening and some other things coming up, it's going to be a great season for 2015 as well.
That's great. We're very excited. I know the Charlotte Eagles are real excited to be part of the league again. Everything's just been continuing to be more professional, solidifying itself as the third division U.S. soccer partnership with MLS. Although Charlotte does not have an affiliation, everything is leading towards just a great experience in 2014 for the players. The level's gone up. Front offices have done better. More sponsorships, more ticket sales are going out there, more marketing. The league has done a great job, and I know we're excited. So everybody's wanting to know what we have gone underway. And sorry to interrupt real quick. Charlotte on the counterattack out for a throw-in with Dayton. But what secret things can you tell us? Is there anything you can let out for the fans watching tonight's broadcast? Any special announcement you can leak for us or allude to?
No, I mean, obviously there's been some news that's come out in Charlotte over the last year, so we're very excited about the future of professional soccer here in Charlotte. And, there'll be lots of big things announced and coming up here this summer for you guys. But I think that the future of pro soccer is in real good hands for years to come in Charlotte.
For sure.
I think that you talk about the level stepping up for everybody, and I think Charlotte's going to continue to do that. There's no doubt that Charlotte over the years has put an excellent product on the field and continue to do so each year. Mark has a great team out there.
Yeah.
Obviously a fantastic run to the championship game last year, and some of that core team returning this year, guys like Jorge Herrera has been a staple in this league for a while.
Yep, 8th season with the league.
Exactly. So, maintaining that core group of guys, and then, I think that the level of soccer on and off the field will just continue to elevate in the Charlotte market going forward. And even if you look at their opponents tonight, Dayton's done a lot of exciting things as well. They had a big announcement for their facility and venue for this season in West Carrollton. But also beyond that, I think there's going to be some really big, exciting news coming up for Dayton this year as well.
Yep.
Another organization which fields a very competitive side and has lots of exciting things going on and off the field as well.
Yep. They're continuing to grow and down into Dallas, Cincinnati, and in Dayton.
That's
Here's
right.
Dayton on the attack. Crosses across the front to Gardner. Course it back for a shot. Great save by Doug Herrick out wide for a goal kick, or a corner kick, I'm sorry. Yeah, as you mentioned with Charlotte, exciting news that there's going to be a potential new ownership group bringing in a new USL Pro team here into Charlotte, and Charlotte Eagles will still be around. We're going to be moving down to PDL, staying within the USL structure as we've been for many years, and are excited about that potential and that restructuring of our organization that will just align a little bit better with our goals and our mission to share the gospel through our players and our team. And so we're excited about Queen City Soccer and the potential there and the rumors. And
Yep.
I'll let that be that. And we'll talk more about that as the season goes on. And we'll get some announcements out and have a great partnership with those guys with Queen City and the excitement that's coming there. But
and I'd be remiss if we forgot to mention, too, the W League side as well, which
This is
obviously
true.
does so well here for the Charlotte Eagles. And I know back home somewhere, Amanda Duffy would be disappointed if we talk about W League a
this
little
is
bit as
true.
well.
I'd be getting an email on Monday morning saying, Jeremy, come on, which is very true. The W League side been doing well. It's actually their 15th season. Next, Jorge Herrera on the counterattack to Wells Thompson. Back to Jorge. Plays it outside to Gino. Back to Herrera, who cuts it across. Has the shot low, outside, and wide for a goal kick.
No, we were talking about I was talking with both Coach Steffens and Coach Van Druden before the match, and obviously both teams had the unenviable task of, they lost some players last year, some key players. We're talking about two playoff sides here, coming back, rebuilding for this season, and we'll wait and see. Obviously, Dayton got a little bit of a run out last week against New York, not the result they were looking for, but. They have a lot of new guys, a lot of new faces. They have a partnership with Columbus now, too, so they have the benefit of having some of those guys in the lineup as well and seeing some immediate benefits from some of those players. But
even in
Charlotte,
this game with outside back Friedman getting the goal from Columbus loanee.
Exactly. And then, with Charlotte, similar situation. A lot of new faces in this year. Can they rebuild? And, they're a club that's continually shown over the years that they can get some new faces in, build up, and succeed. So
Mark does a pretty good job of bringing in a lot of guys and getting them unified really quick. And although I have to say this year, on paper, we have the most amount of MLS experience that we've had ever with Wells Thompson, Zach Boggs, Bilal Duckett, Johnny Leathers, and others. Over 250 games amongst all of them in MLS. And so we'll see if they can translate that into success in the USL Pro level.
Certainly a lot of familiar names out there, but going back to what we were talking about again, we were just talking about MLS, and it's so huge. And, it offers a lot for these guys in this league. They can come out here. They can be seen. They're getting looked at in and out, week in, week out by MLS talent, whether you're playing, a crossover match like Dayton did last week against New York, or whether you're playing LA, and there's going to be, like I said, more probably MLS teams in the league going forward. This is the opportunity. You look at, you don't have to look no further than Charlotte last year with Sean Francis. Played 2 games against the Chicago Fire, and Chicago comes knocking.
Yep. Now starting for San Jose Earthquake.
Exactly. So, these guys, this is a great opportunity for all of them. And at the same time, it continues to raise the level of play and quality of this league. And each year it keeps improving, getting better. And hand in hand off the field as well, things continue to get better.
Yep.
Teams talking about building new stadiums, teams upgrading facilities, improving their front office. Every year it just keeps getting better. And we're getting to that point where, where we have a presence in so many markets, coast to coast. And, just raising the level of soccer on and off the field in general below MLS.
Becoming an actual national league finally on the West Coast with those teams.
Yep.
And you have a team like Orlando, done great things off the field, done great things on the field, and now going to be making a jump next year to MLS. How many? I think that makes 5 teams now that's come through the USL structure that's gone to MLS. And you could guess, are we going to have some more in the future? We've heard some rumblings. Everyone wants to do it, but how many teams do you think can do it, and do we have any in the league right now?
Sure. I mean, MLS has publicly stated that they had 4 spots available, and I think one went to Orlando, and Atlanta's looking likely, and Miami's obviously made some sort of official, unofficial type announcement with David Beckham. So there's still spots out there, and I think MLS has room to grow. And just as this league is a proving ground for players, it can be a proving ground for clubs too. Now, we obviously recognize that some teams and cities might have goals and ambitions to be a Major League Soccer club, and that's great. But, what's important to coming in and showing that you can operate a club and a professional club and be successful in the USL Pro is important. But it's definitely the opportunity out there if you can continue to succeed, become an MLS club at some point as well.
For sure. Well, I'm honored. Thank you, David, for stopping by.
Thanks
letting
for
our
having
fans appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
For visiting Charlotte on opening day. It's definitely an honor, and I appreciate it. And be safe. I know you're heading back out to, was it Wilmington tomorrow?
I'll be in Wilmington tomorrow. Maybe they'll let me on the air there too.
Maybe, if they're nice. I don't know, but maybe we can say Charlotte at least did. Had a man of your stature here. So
Great.
Thanks so much, David.
All the best this year. Thanks.
And that was David Wagner of the USL Pro office joining us in the booth, sharing some insight about the league and about what could be to come. Back to the action now. Jorge Herrera gets a shot off right over the bar. A screamer with his right foot as we rejoin the action here in the 54th minute. The Dayton fans are pleased that it is still 1-0 Dayton. Charlotte hasn't really been able to get too much on the attack here in the second half. Been working hard to regain that rhythm. However, Dayton has continued to control, and Aaron Schofield up top has been a handful for the Charlotte defense. A big hit by Charlotte defender Matt Gold. Not sure who that was that went down, but he went down hard, and I think Gold's gonna get a talking to by the official. If nothing else, to calm down, rightfully so. He came in just a wee bit late, and I had a lot of body-on-body contact. Hopefully no head injury. I think that might be Eli Gardner going down there, number 5. I'd like to welcome back into the booth David Sanford, my counterpart. He was pushed aside by our little celebrity David Wagner joining us in the booth for a little bit. But thanks, David Sanford now for being back.
Sure. Glad you had the time with him. It's good.
It's good. We appreciate the USL Pro and the USL structure. Charlotte Eagles Dayton with a ball in. Cleared off by Ben Noonan. Vickers with a shot just wide. Charlotte, as I was saying, has the USL Pro franchise that we've had for 22 years here in Charlotte, as well as our 15th season with our W League, coached by Lee Horton, assisted by your son, Mitch Sanford, who will be joining us on some commentating in the games to come, which we're excited. They both also coach at a local high school here, Charlotte Latin, and they're away on a trip this weekend. We look forward to having him back. But the Lady Eagles have made the playoffs 12 out of the last 14 seasons, and looking to do that again this year in their 15th season. Zach Boggs cutting it back across the goal mouth and cleared out by Dayton.
Well, you see what happens when Charlotte's able to play out of that press from Dayton and switch the point. They can find opportunities. Oh, that's an incredible strike
by Drew Yates. A great reaction save again by Matt Williams. That must be his 10th save today.
Yeah.
He's playing a great game, keeping Dayton with the shutout right now. Another corner kick, first of the second half. Jorge Herrera stands over it, looks to play the ball back in with his right foot. See if Charlotte can get ahead on this. Plays it in. Walker clears it out. Gardner able to get a touch on it to Schofield, who heads it back to him. Gardner fighting for position, holding off Matt Gold. Matt's able to poke it out.
Gardner's a strong player, man.
He is. Holds the ball well. Schofield able to get in behind the defense on a long throw. Holding off 2 Charlotte defenders. Cuts it behind Duckett. Backheels it off of off of Guzman for a throw-in. Fancy footwork for the big man.
Yeah.
You don't see that much.
That's a nice player.
See what Dayton can do with this long throw.
They like finding Schofield's head.
Number 19, Freeman.
Obvious target, and he puts it straight on frame.
Whew. Well directed, though. Great throw by the Columbus loanee, Ross Friedman. Herrera's pass cut out. Harada out wide to Vickers. One-on-one with Duckett. Gets some space, gets across into the back post. Schofield again with a header and a save by Herrick. He got it down, he got it low.
Yeah, it isn't just the fact that Charlotte's giving the ball away. It's compounded by where they're giving the ball away. As they try to penetrate through their midfield, Dayton keeps picking the ball off. And their transition opportunity is just really, really enhanced by that.
The game's lone goal scorer, Ross Freeman, going to take the corner kick for Dayton Dutch Lions. Gardner checks 2 to bring 2 to the ball. High, long kick to the back post. Harada wins it. Out wide to Vickers. His cross cut out by Noonan, out for a Dayton throw. Another long throw by Friedman. Crossing by Friedman. Cleared out to Harada. Walker flicks it on to Schofield, and he cannot get there in time. Herrick tries the long counterattack to Boggs. Ball gets a touch. Unable to keep it in as it goes out for a Dayton goal kick.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Stephens for the Charlotte Eagles at halftime really emphasized trying to change the point of attack and play out of the numbers that Dayton is committing to force the turnover from Charlotte. The problem is when they get out, Jeremy, the player that gets the ball that's out of pressure, he's the one that's giving the ball away.
Charlotte definitely needs to clean it up. It's been a bit sloppy through the midfield and the interchanges, especially in that final third. Smith with the long throw. Cleared out by second half sub Richard Dixon, rookie season with the Charlotte Eagles. Florida native. Guzman now controls to Yates. To Dixon, who plays it to Thompson. And a free kick for your Charlotte Eagles. Duckett resets the offense. Out wide to Noonan. Tracked down by Vickers. Thompson through the midfield to Gold. Gold out wide to Dixon. A through ball to Gino connects. Gino cuts it back in. And a ball to hand. No call. Good no call. And another no call. Referee right in front of the tumble by Thompson. Herrera to Noonan. Guzman now resets to Gold. Dixon getting around the outside. Plays the ball to Yates. Gardner up the right side. Fending off Dixon. Smartly cuts it back. A great move to get by him as he goes down to the left side, and he's doubled by Thompson. And out for a Charlotte throw. Second substitution coming in for the evening. Fred Owusu Sakile. Fred is in his rookie season with the Charlotte Eagles. Coming on as one of the smallest men on the field, but he will hold his own in the midfield there.
Power through Powerade Ion 4 replaces the 4 electrolytes lost in sweat. Pick it up in your local retailer.
Ball taken down by Herrera and cleared up by Ross. Friedman to duck it. Aaron Schofield tracks down and is able to, no, he's not able to save it. Thrown by Ben Noonan. To Yates. Noonan to Herrera. Flicks it ahead to Boggs. Stays on sides. Able to get it back to Herrera.
Well, they come with numbers, don't they?
Dayton defends very well. Back to Gold.
That's an excellent ball.
Out wide to Yates. Sees the goalkeeper cheating just a little bit and tries to bring it near post, but Matt Williams has been playing very well. Is not going to get beat by a ball like that. Vickers now switches the point to Gardner. Able to keep it in, but loses it to Dixon. To Thompson. And again, that was Fred Rusu Sakiri back in for David Gino. Got to run out of the midfield. Unable to capitalize on that is Fred. Just the ball's a little too long from Guzman. Charlotte's probing, but unsuccessfully right now.
Yeah, they're really trying to find their game, and it's fairly fragmented. It really looks like the first game of the season. You know, it does a lot of new players. For a team to really flow, you really got to be able to read each other, anticipate each other, and you can see that there are a lot of new players out there. I mean, the work rate's good. They seem to understand their shape. But and you see Charlotte settling for some shots that they would not have settled for in the first 15, 20 minutes. I think they're feeling a little pressure, trying to find their goal. It'll be interesting to see if Yates has 90 minutes in his legs. In fact, that's the question I'm having right now. Who has 90 minutes? And this is the thing, Jeremy, with USL, with the number of subs that they're able to have. Often it's games like this where really it's decided by can the subs come on and turn the game.
Speaking of a sub, number 4, Matt Walker, is going to be heading out. Got a solid 67 minutes.
Good game by him.
Played very well. Probing attack. Controlled the midfield.
Yep.
He's going to be replaced by number 18, Eddie Herzenberg. Midfielder from midfielder. We'll see if this changes any shape that Dane's looking to do. Playing more defensive, or see if they just were looking for some fresh legs. Dayton is definitely playing as if this is not their first game, where this is Charlotte's first game.
Yeah.
We're seeing the team that has the first one underneath their belt and playing with a little more confidence, a little more certainty. What you were saying about Yates, seeing if he's going to have 90 minutes coming from the indoor game where
yeah, he's not covering.
He hasn't been playing outdoor for very long. Got here a few weeks ago. Garner gets a great cross to the far post to Schofield.
Just a great move by Garner there. Great move.
Schofield unable to redirect that back to the far post and low.
That was a great opportunity.
He's getting free a lot.
Yeah.
Dixon now controls. Tries to feed it through to Boggs. And Vickers now for Dayton on the attack. A through ball through to Schofield. What can he make of this? Low, hard shot, just wide. Defender Bilal Duckett is asking for an offsides, but he did not see that his counterpart, Matt Gold, was holding Aaron Schofield on with a few yards to spare, and Schofield almost made them pay for it with the second goal of the night. Again, Charlotte gives it away. Gardner now on the attack. With Gold, cuts it back, gets free. Low, wide again. Dayton is not making Herrick work for these much as Garner plays it wide of the net. And again, Charlotte gives the ball away. See some frustration happening now on the Charlotte ranks. We'll see who will step up and if they can get some rhythm. Dayton with the throw. Smith throws it long to Schofield, who flicks it on for a goal kick.
That's a great point, Jeremy. We're really interested to see who's going to step up for Charlotte here and put their stamp on the game here. I'm telling you, Dayton has a real commitment to this game.
Newnham's pass skirts through to Fred. Friedman there to clean it up. Pardon me, that was Brock Gardner cleaning that up in the center back position. And a free kick for Charlotte. See if they can be dangerous here on this. One of their few attacking set pieces in the second half. Herrera, the 8-year veteran of Charlotte, stands over it. Set to play it in with his right foot. Low driven ball.
Oh, it's a great idea.
Trying to find
great
Boggs.
Idea.
And William is there to clean it up again. Last year, Herrera had 10 goals and 4 assists, a career high in points, and looking to match that this year with some of these young forwards that he can get the ball to. He was the Eagles' biggest scoring threat last year with Christian Ramirez, who's now playing with Minnesota of the NASL. Charlotte's looking to replace that offensive productivity with some of these newcomers. Ball to Thompson. Bounces harmlessly over his and Smith's head, out for a Dayton goal kick. Williams will be slow to bring this one back in. USL Pro on YouTube. Every USL Pro regular season and playoff game will stream live on YouTube in 2014. Features include DVR, chat, social media interactivity. Subscribe for free to the Charlotte Eagles YouTube channel today. You know where that is because you're watching it today, so subscribe. Get all the videos, highlights, and more that'll come on the Charlotte Eagles YouTube channel. And check out here's Charlotte on the attack, as Thompson stays on side, cuts it back. The ball dribbles through the middle, and Ross Friedman is able to clean it up, and Dayton is able to clear the ball to Schofield, who flicks it on again to Vickers, and Gold is has to be there to smash it out wide to Herrera. Noonan being hounded by Vickers. Fred Owusus able to control it. And Friedman header out for Eagles throw-in. Yates isn't able to control the throw. Herrera is taken down from behind from Harada. No malintent there, just an unfortunate positioning, and Herrera is able to win the free kick.
You know, Jeremy, Charlotte has had just almost a vacant position at the target. You really have not seen it, that position really come into play for them. And as a result, opportunity there. But as a result, you see Drew Yates running through a lot, and this really looks like something Charlotte's going to have to figure out is how their attacking mid and their target are going to have to play off of each other.
Very true. With David Gino out, more of a target. Zach Boggs running up top in this 4-3-3 system. Sakile winning that over Schofield, the smallest man versus the tallest man, and somehow Schofield misplayed the ball, and Fred was able to get his head on it. Dixon controls now to Guzman. Changes the point to Herrera. He has Noonan getting around. Let's see if he can get it through. Tries to find Fred. Ball gets there. Ball is collected by Matt William. Charlotte definitely enjoys getting the ball outside and getting crosses in. They don't have that post up forward right now on the roster that is on the field that they can play to, hold. They don't have that Aaron Schofield presence up top right now. Two very different systems, yet both the same formation. Looks like Dixon was taken down after the kick, and Charlotte will get a free kick. We have another sub.
Substitution for your Charlotte Eagles.
Matt Gold's going to be taken off. And Talani Ibikumwi is going to be coming in at center back. See if Charlotte gets more attacking with this. Get some fresh legs in the back to get up into the attack. Talani is a Wake Forest graduate, recent graduate. This is his rookie season with the Charlotte Eagles. See if he can make his mark on the game.
Do you recall Matt Gold being substituted last year?
Not once.
I do not recall that one time. Wow.
So
I hope he's okay.
Another corner kick for Jorge Herrera. And ball goes wide and high for a goal kick. It looks like we're going to have another sub for Charlotte Eagles. Drew Yates is not able to go the full 90 minutes, and he's going to be taken out.
He painted the field.
He did.
Tonight.
He's been all over the place. We got another rookie coming on, Tyrone Hall. Another indoor veteran. Played for the Philadelphia Roar this past season. Joining the Eagles for his first year. A speedy wide player. We'll see if Charlotte can get him involved in the attack. Played out wide to Gardner, who holds.
Put him on his right footed.
He's able to bring it back, get a cross into the far post. Talani is tested. Vickers holds now. Fancy footwork by Vickers. He's been able to get by every Charlotte defender so far. Creates space, gets a cross in. No one there with his left foot there to Thompson. Herrera now gathers. Plays it out wide to Noonan. Herrera wants to press the issue, get the ball back in to Talani. I apologize to Talani. I'm going to use his first name because it's a whole lot easier to say than his last name. And it is the first game of the season, so you have to forgive me, as well as Fred's name. Two great young men. And I look forward to being able to say their last names a whole lot easier than I can right now. Richard Dixon wins the throw, and Smith is there to cut it out. Tyrone Hall's first touch of the game. Back to Thompson. Back to Hall. Not able to get a foot on it.
Charlotte's trying to play with a little more urgency. Really coming off for them, but they're wanting to.
Fred tracks it down. Is shielded out. Is able to get to it before it goes out the end line. Brings it back to Noonan. Gets a cross in to the far post. And no communication as Thompson wanted that ball left as he was overlapping Tyrone Hall, and Tyrone's header goes out for a goal kick.
Difference in this game, Jeremy, a set piece beautifully executed by Dayton.
And that's really been Charlotte's struggle in the past, is defending set pieces. One of the main reasons why guys like Bilal Duckett have come in. Big presences in the midfield, and I'm sure Mark will be frustrated that Charlotte allowed another set piece goal, as that's been the difficulty during this preseason as well as last year. Two Charlotte players go down there and win a free kick. Duckett stands over it, reinserts it, trying to go wide for Ben Noonan. Cut out by Ross Friedman. Played up by Vickers to Aaron Schofield. Schofield has been a menace all game with his feet, with his head, making great runs. There's Tyrone Hall, see if he can get around and wins a free kick.
He'll do.
And our first card of the game.
It was quite obvious. Great
George.
opportunity by Charlotte there, and the defender was clearly beaten, and he was going to have his stride going, and you have your classic tactical foul to try and keep from being taken advantage of.
It's in the 79th minute, our first caution. Been a very well officiated game and well played game. Very straightforward, good soccer. Which we always love to see, both here in the USL Pro and in Charlotte.
Guzman is going to have to hit this a ton for it to elude a defender from that distance.
The biggest thing with this is don't leave it short, and
so he plays it short.
Smartly to Richard Dixon, who takes a touch. Plays it to Hall, gets outside to Herrera, who's got space.
You know, I would say 85 to 90% of the time, Charlotte has not gotten the ball past the first defender. Now, I credit a lot of that to Dayton, because they do a great job.
Great cover defense.
And getting in those passing lanes. They really make it difficult for their opponent. I commend them for that, but you know, Charlotte's got to do better than that.
Dixon with the throw. Duckett not able to get there, but back out to Dixon, who crosses the ball into Hall.
Good ball with pace.
Duckett there on his left. A low shot just wide.
Shot from Wall Duckett. Just wide.
We have another sub coming in for
substitution.
Dayton Dutch Lions.
Dutch Lions.
Number 5, Eli Gardner, who had a great game today. And for him is number 15. Mateus. Taking out a forward and putting in a defender to be a little more defensive, David. See if they can pack it in a little more and get away with this with 3 points on the road, which would be a great coup for Sid Van Druden in his second game this year.
Hey, these early points are just huge. They are huge for a team.
Oddly enough, an illegal throw. You don't see that much at this level, but officials spotting that. Ball cleared up to Schofield again. Duckett able to head it down to Talani. He's able to get it to Dixon. Now in the 81st minute, Nike is a proud sponsor of the USL Pro. Follow Nike at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike soccer information, especially with the World Cup coming up. A lot of news coming out. New soccer shoes, new soccer gear. U.S. soccer team, national team, sporting the new jerseys a couple of nights ago against Mexico in that friendly, the 2-2 draw. Let's see what other things U.S. can come up with in the World Cup. Here's Dixon with a long throw to Duckett, trying to flick it on, unable to. And Thompson called for the foul, going in with the studs up. Just a tad late on Eddie Horsenberg.
Jeremy, if Charlotte's going to be playing as direct as they are, they got to be picking up the second ball.
Second ball.
I mean, they just absolutely have to. This back line is a really nice back line from Dayton, and it looks like that's going to be the only way they're going to be able to get an opportunity off of that.
Duckett plays it up and headed back to Thompson. To Williams. And he holds and picks up. Looks like Dayton's brought back and almost playing with 5 defenders right now. Very receded outside midfielders holding back and defending well with 7 or 8 players. Vickers unable to win the head ball. Fred plays it over the top to Thompson out wide. Gets a touch, trying to get to the end line. Cuts it back, jostling for position on the outside. Able to win the corner, much to the dismay of the Dayton defenders. About 6 of them started to walk away like they thought it was a goal kick. But the official was right there and calls another Charlotte corner kick. Charlotte hasn't been very effective on these corner kicks recently this game. Excuse me, we actually have a Dayton defender down, looks like with a cramp. Matt Williams is stretching him out, and the official's calling for a trainer. In the 85th minute right now.
Watching Wells Thompson for the first time in an Eagles uniform, I did have the joy of watching Wells play for some great teams at Wake Forest, coached by Jay Vidovich, and really enjoyable soccer that they play there. But I'll tell you, after 8 years in MLS, he still has great speed and agility. I think he's going to offer a lot to Charlotte.
Fred's shot just wide of the mark. Yeah, Wells is expecting his first baby soon. Any day now. His wife, Daphne, and him, Raleigh, North Carolina natives. Wells went to Wake Forest, and excited to welcome them into the Charlotte family, and excited to see their new child come into this world, hopefully healthy and no issues coming up soon. We'll be praying for them as that baby is expected to be due any day now.
Yeah, you got a solid 5 across the back right now for Dayton.
There might be another illegal throw. I don't remember seeing one in the USL program last year, and I just saw 2.
Yeah.
First game jitters, I guess, for Charlotte.
Or a point of emphasis for the referee.
Yeah, which very might be. Vickers unable to control and wins the ball back quickly. Dayton does not like to give the ball up. They win it back just as quickly. Charlotte restarts quickly to Thompson. Back to Duckett, who brings it over to Talani. Touches it back to Fred. He's able to play it to Herrera.
I'm telling you, Dayton is making them work for every inch. Every inch.
Dayton is playing a great game offensively, defensively. You can see their whole team is shifting and sliding together. Waiting for Charlotte to make a mistake just like that. Duckett unable to get the ball over the defense. Smith has it out wide and it wins back from Thompson. To Guzman, back to Thompson, who loses the ball out wide. A saving sliding tackle by Richard Dixon. And another throw in for Dayton.
Yeah, Charlotte's as Charlotte moves the ball across the back and looks for a player free to serve, which Dayton is not giving them the opportunity for. You've got 4 and 5 runs by Charlotte players across the top, and if they don't deliver the ball, the distance, Dayton's just going to keep coming right back down their throat.
We have a substitution now. Number 17, Cam Vickers, forward, coming off for number 22, Jackson Beckham. Dayton in with the throw. Hotzenberg takes it over. Talani able to shield for Herrick. And Herrick able to clear it up. And it looks like there's going to be a card on the newly second half sub, number 22.
Hey, you don't
Jackson
see players
Beckham.
coming in showing their studs trying to block the punt often. I think he came in with a little enthusiasm in the game.
That was Jackson Beckham da Silva. Fred's pass goes harmlessly out of bounds. Beckham da Silva is a newly acquired player for this year for Dayton from Brazil. Was not available at match fit for the New York Red Bulls match last week, but is able to make an impact, even if it's negatively, in this game so far with that yellow card. Another Dayton substitution, number 19, the goal scorer. Columbus Loney Ross Friedman going out. See if he comes in. Oh, number 24, Taylor Bowen. Defender for defender. Outside back. As Charlotte continues to get numbers up, let's see if Taylor can help hold off Charlotte's attack. Duck it out wide to Dixon. Fred unable to corral that, but wins it back. Out wide to Thompson. Played out by Dayton. For Charlotte throwing up to Herrera.
First time Charlotte's gotten down into below the penalty area in a long time.
Terrier unable to clear it out. Noonan pops it over. Wake Forest to Wake Forest. Talani unable to corral that. We have 3 minutes, the fourth official is telling us, of stoppage time for Charlotte to see if they can mount an attack.
That's surprising, 3 minutes.
And a few injuries, no goals in the second half, but I'm sure Charlotte would love more, but they'll have to do with what they can. Thompson chasing down the ball. Dixon back in. Thompson flicks it on to Herrera. Out of bounds. Off of Smith. Herrera. Up to Tyrone Hall. Out for a Dayton throw-in. Smith to bring it back in on the throw. And Duckett cuts out that through ball. See Tyrone Hall's speed when he gets away from the defender. They're trying to hold him back as much as possible. He's able to pressure enough to get a Charlotte throw.
Yeah, Charlotte finally bypasses midfield and gives their front runner something to run after.
Joe Breckenwise is now in the game for Dayton. Tall, number 23, clearing the ball out. Just getting it high and wide. Dayton unable to keep it in. Jackson Beckham da Silva unable to save that ball. Out for a Charlotte throw. And again, Dayton clears it out wide. A look at the watch from our center official, Christopher Spivey. No whistle yet. Charlotte continues to play long balls and helplessly in the arms of Matt Williams, who ensures that catch. And we'll restart it back into play. Another check of the watch by the official, and we'll sure Charlotte's running out of time. We're close to the end of the game. Duckett able to keep it in. Herrera plays it to Noonan. His through ball unable to find the attack. Herrera stuck in. Ball comes out to Guzman. Plays it wide to Thompson. Errant touch, and Dayton controls. Herrera tired, worn out, kicks the ball for the final whistle. A great win by Dayton Dutch Lions. A well-played match and a great cross, a great finish. Charlotte's got a lot of work to do moving forward, but a good look at the first home opener with these new guys on Charlotte.
Yeah, I love the first 15, 20 minutes out of Charlotte. And who knows, maybe if they were able to capitalize on some of the activity that they had, the energy, the flow, maybe it could have been different. But I have to really commend Dayton. They figured out how Charlotte was wanting to play. They shut down their preferences. They were making Charlotte go for their second and third choices, which they were struggling to.
Yep.
And that's understandable early in the season. But really commend Dayton. Great finish, great delivery and finish on the free kick. And then they really put their stamp on the game. So hats off to them.
Hats off to Dayton. A well-played game.
Yeah.
And I don't know what your thoughts are, David, but I feel like it'd be hard not to give the player of the game to Matt Williams, who's playing goal, coming up big many times in the rest of the Dayton defense they held in.
Yeah.
Made us do things that we didn't want to do, and was able to come away with not only the 3 points, but the shutout.
Yeah, some spectacular plays out of him. Spectacular.
A great goalkeeper.